did pick up some stuff at the Goodwill over the last few days, last weekend and everything. One thing was really cool, something I've been looking for a while, and a lot of people may not know that this exists, Uncle Bill. I don't know if you know this exists until I'd posted something in a group chat. I don't know if you saw it, but I'm not a big fan. You know, the new Crow movie came out this past week, which it on Blu-ray or whatever. A lot of people like, I don't know, it's kind of in and out of theaters. But this is the VHS of the original Crow. There, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people were probably like, why in the Sam hell did you pick this up? One reason, actually. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a huge fan of Halloween 6. And on one, like there's 3 or 4 different editions of The Crow on VHS. So if anybody's looking for this, I can tell you which one that the trailer is on. I guess I should say what it is first. This is the, I guess, teaser trailer for Halloween 6 with the title Halloween 666, The Origin of Michael Myers. It was a good 6 months before it finally came out, is when this VHS came out. And this is the only official, anything with that title. And they changed it to Curse of Michael Myers or whatever else. I don't know how hard this is to find. I'd been looking for it for a few years, but I think all the covers look the same, but there's dates on the tape. So the tape, there's a 94 tape, there's a 95 tape, there was a 98 tape. This is the 95 tape. So if you look and you see it at Goodwill, see a 95 date on it, you can get and I know there's crazy collectors like me that want this weird kind of shit. But I just thought it was really cool. Miramax at the time, Dimension, whatever you want to call them. It was a different game back in the the mid 90s when it comes to direct to video and even the theatrical stuff. So it's kind of like a time capsule as well. That was $1.25. That's in Paintsville, Goodwill.
To be honest with you, like I never even knew that existed, that particular like trailer or that version or anything.
Yeah, if
Until you
anybody
brought
wants
that
to,
up.
if you want to check it out, it is on YouTube. It's pretty cool. I mean, there's nothing really in it that's not in the movie other than the fact that, the title on it is 666, The Origin of Michael Myers.
Garrett and I did get into talking about like Halloween 6 on I think it was the last show, the countdown show that we did, I think. I mean, the whole Thorn thing and all that, like I'm getting to the point now where I think honestly part 6 and Jason Goes to Hell, because the only thing those two things have in common is they both veered the series off in like wildly different directions. Up to that point, like it'd been pretty standard, the way that the stories were built. But both of those movies just go like way off the fucking rails, like towards something else. I think that that's actually kind of fun now. Like I know everybody hated that, and still some people like hate that now. But like, what the fuck? I kind of feel like, what the fuck else were they going to do?
Right.
Really? And it's also kind of funny to watch like how they tried to like take it into a different direction now in both those cases, and just kind of failed miserably. But still,
A lot of people may not realize this too, that Danielle Harris was originally, she was originally cast to reprise the Jamie role in it, and they pissed her off. She left and everything. I think like had she been in it, even if it was for the small amount of time that that character was in the movie, I think people will be a lot more forgiving of it. Yeah. And it connects 4 and 5 with 6. So it's kind of like even though a lot of people still consider it its own little trilogy, I always thought that Halloween 6 was kind of off by itself.
yeah.
It's kind of one of those oddball in the series movies. There's a couple of them in the Halloween franchise. I think Resurrection's really another one too that never needed. But I always loved 6, man. Like I remember I guess the first time I'd seen it was a VHS tape that I bought for cheap on eBay. And I'd never seen it. I was kind of playing catch up, I think, in the late 90s. And rented it and watched, or I think like I said, I bought it. And I was like, hell, this is pretty good, man. I mean, this is something a little bit different. It's not your typical Halloween movie, but I just think it's fun. Like, that there's a lot of cool stuff revolving around that movie that's out there. They finally came out with the producer's cut of it, which still isn't the origin of Michael Myers' cut. I don't think that was a cut. I just think that was like a title, working title at one point in time. I'd like to tell people, thumbs up the video, Uncle Bill.
Would you?
Yes. Thumbs it up with violence and fury, and just love everything about it.
You hit the heart button, then you hit the ass button, then you hit the go fuck yourself button. Follow that up with the I don't give a shit button.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last South on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Special thanks goes out to our supporters on Patreon. Do you know what kind of stuff you can get on Patreon, Uncle Bill, starting at only $1 a month?
What's that?
Access to every Dead Pit show since 2005. We got almost 200 fan commentaries that we've done over the decades.
We have a literal jukebox full of songs and thousands of reviews. I don't even know how many shows are up on there now that we've done over the years.
Hundreds of thousands.
You need to figure this out now and subscribe to us on Patreon and YouTube and Instagram and help us to 1 million. The road to 1 million subscribers starts today.
So deadpitonpatreon.com. Join today. Tiers start at only $1, but I'd recommend at least the $10 tier.
You can do 50. The stock market's crashing around us, folks, but send us money.